Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Chuusotsu. Let's continue. We're about to get the backstory for our other manga artist that apparently got a fake seal. So let's see how her story goes in the past. I think like she was kind of like Arue. She wanted to become the manga artist, but the seal system basically prevented that. Let's see. She has been enchanted by manga since she was little. She was a shy, timid child who stayed out of trouble and was loved by both her parents. But other than that, there was nothing of particular note about her. She had average grades, adequate social skills, and a clean bill of health. It would only make sense for her to receive a perfectly normal and mundane seal. There wasn't a single thing she excelled at. A barely noticeable extra called Futakoto Monami, seamlessly melting into the blunt canvas of nobodies. And that was exactly why she found herself fascinated by manga. She'd flip open the page and be met with fantastical, extraordinary words. Heroes fighting evil, miraculous love stories, comrades willing to put their lives on the line for others. Things she could never hoped to experience in her boring everyday life. And so, it was love at the first sight. And from that moment on, she couldn't imagine her life without manga. Wanting to become an artist felt like a natural progression of that. The university she ended up attending was pretty average as well. She had received an above average seal in her life. And she figured it would be pointless for the ordinary person like her to try and earn one. Simply allowing time to pass without any desire to change the status quo, Futakoto Monami obeyed the P3 law and accepted her job as a glass store clerk. The rank of her seal wasn't particularly low, her superiors were lenient, her customers friendly. There was nothing to complain about besides long working hours. However, if this was truly where she belonged, Monami would have been at a loss for an answer. That said, she was entirely too young to simply abandon her seal. She would have no idea how to even survive without it. Her heart bore the burden of shapeless anxieties and doubts. In that sense, she was no different from every other youth in the world. And that was why manga continued to entice her. Drawing pictures made her feel special. Thinking up stories whisked her soul away to a world of endless adventure, far from the dull mundanity of her daily existence. Oh, that's more like nowadays. That's a nice room. Actually, this is the same room, but like without filter. Okay, so she's still like living in the same place. She would pick up a pen as soon as she got home and pour her true feelings into her manuscript. If she happened to run out of paper, she would use flyers or napkins. Mr. Minami Koshigaya, yep, same as Harue's favorite author, was the manga author she respected the most. His work celebrated the human condition, each page oozing with style and passion, much like Arue Monami also considered him to be the standard bearer of the craft. Through manga, even a dime a dozen girl like Monami could become someone special. Someone like Mr. Minami, goddammit. The very man she idolized. Even as her seal made sure that her abilities remained average, the moment she grabbed hold of the pen, it was almost as if her idol had possessed her. Uncontainable urges, boundless inspiration. She could hardly sleep from the joy she felt the night she finished her very first manga. Yeah, this is very parallel to Arue. The only difference is that Arue is a Chuusotsu and she's not. But both are like basically different person when they're drawing manga. They're like different level in this part what they like to do. She had no plans to reveal it or have anyone read it. What would have been the point of exposing a war that began and ended with herself? Yeah, okay. And she had a very similar mindset to Arue. Like, my manga is not good enough to show, basically. but at some point, Arue went for the first convention, and she did as well at some point.
小さい頃から好きだった趣味を誰かに否定されたらあれがビッグサイト
Yep, so she had a dream to appear there. Yet, in just a few months, Manami would show up at the stadium at the house Comet Gate, more colloquially known as the Comet Gate. Despite her initial reservations, her passion ultimately superseded her fear, and she decided to participate as an artist. Yep, okay. So, very similar to Arue case. Very similar. She ended up naming her group More Natural Me. Okay. It came from the slabs of her own name. Oh, okay, I didn't realize. As a gesture of self-affirmation.
本当にここまで来ちゃった
She was attending on her own. Seeing no familiar faces filled her with unease. But today was the day when her manga would finally leave its own little nest in her room and makes it its way into the world. Okay.
よしそれじゃ行きま
I assume none of her manga sold because she had no manga seal. And that's when she started like buying the fake seals, I think. On the black market, basically. I think that's what's happening. And also Arue have her friends to be with her there for the like first time being on the Comic Cat, but she had no one. That's sure of her work. Okay, what was that? As an individual reaching out to the masses, no longer hoping to convey her will to the world. As a... whoa, stop, Jesus, what is happening? As peculiar as it might have seemed, her situation mirrored Mirsko Arue's own predicament almost perfectly. Yep, like I said, the difference is that the status of the seal and that she had no friends to actually be with her there. Manami was satisfied with just being here and having mastered the courage to show her true self to the world. However, yep, there it is. That too would prove short-lived. Yep. The cursed, seal-driven environment. Okay, back to the nowadays.
ねえあららあるえどうしちゃったのかな
Oh, she's back to the...
からずっ
Okay.
と黙ってるけど
本が売れないので、五郎の脅威を打開するべく、
Sure.
暗黒魔術集団に念を
Everything good to friend of Goro.
暗黒
暗黒魔術。司祭に言えば、ブラックキャンドル、クロッシングインセンス、コウモリの血。他6種
Okay, sure.
用いた呪術の
Stop summoning demons, Arara.
ちなみに、このブードゥー由来の呪いは、
呪われた人はどう
この術を受けた者は、
Jesus.
その煩悩を呪いの炎で焼かれて、
えー、
勝手に人を悪の黒魔法使いにしないでください。
Okay, welcome back, Arua. To the reality.
ちょっと何も言えなかった。
Yeah. I was like, probably like, surprised that such a good manga, there's such a good manga and it's selling, and Monami doesn't even have the manga seal, and she thought like she need manga seal to basically sell anything. After the incident, all Arue could do was watch in silence as Monami stuck another fake on her hand. She certainly felt for her. Arue thought Monami was legitimately an artist recognized by the government, but that turned out to be a lie. At the same time, the realization shocked her. Monami did all this despite knowing it was illegal. Yep, also that's the difference. Monami decided to actually go into this path and hide her true self, and Arue decided to actually throw away the seal, the fake one. Granted, Arue knew all too well why someone would be pushed to do something like that.
私は漫画が好きだから、いっぱい練習して、
Yep.
少しでも自分に恥ずかしくないもん。
その気持ちはよくわかる。世界中の誰からもスルーされること、お前に価値はないって。だけど、好きなことだからこそ、
Yeah, see?
そんなズルを
That's
す
a
る
different
の。
mindset.
二人とも本当にすみません。
会場にペンタグラム書きに行く？
Sure, we're going to make a voodoo like thing.
ブレインをたわしでゴシゴシしましょうか。
Also, is this supposed to be so silent? Like there was like supposed to be like no background noise? Yeah. This is just silent, okay.
わけは後で必ず話す。あの人とはこのままで終わっちゃいけないと思うから。
わかったよ。
Okay.
ありがとうございます。
I wonder like if this will end up with like it can go two ways actually. Either like Monami is going to take off the seal ultimately, the fake one, and show that she's not the manga artist and try to steal having her books sell. And basically proving the horrible P3 system that they have, that you don't need a seal to actually be good at something. I mean, you kinda do, but at the same time, you know, the passion. Like, you still can dream. And yeah, that's one possibility, and like, people are still going to buy the manga because they were like their fans, basically, right? And having no seal or different seal makes no difference. She's still making the same manga they love. So maybe they will still buying it, or this like world mentality is so horrible that the moment they see that she have no manga seal, they're just going to just like throw away her book and stuff. Like, I couldn't believe that you lied to me. Like, I thought like your manga is good, and now suddenly if she have no seal, they will like think that her manga is bad. That would be like fucked up, really. Like, I really hope it's not that case. But you know, this would like the reward is like pretty dystopian, and they're like pretty much brainwashed.
じゃあハララは恒例の首都調査にでも。
ダメ。アララは私と一緒におる。
もう小色さん最近怖くなった気がする。
ずっと会いたかった人にもうすぐ会えるから。成長した私を見て
You
もらわな
will?
くちゃ。
Okay, interesting. That's new. Oh, she got a letter, right? In the first game, from her trainer. Huh. Maybe whoever that trainer is like coming here. I've heard of the Monami book. Is this really supposed to be like no music? I almost feel like it's a bug. 1 second, I will just save and I will launch game again. It almost feels like a bug. 1 moment. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's a bug. It's actually just silence. Okay. In front of the Monami's booth.
いらっしゃいアルエさん。さ、またこっちにどうぞ。どうかしました？
あ、
It was nothing. Aria thought she'd be turned away on the spot now that she knew Monami's secret. Yeah, but she haven't changed. She expected to see Monami down in the dumps.
見てくださいアルエさん。新刊も期間も完売したんですよ。イベント参加はまだ2回目ですけど、初めてのことで嬉しい。
Oh, it's your second time actually, so it's not like you've been here like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years in a row. Oh. So it's your first time using the fake seal. Actually, oh. Oh, so you're only selling books because you have the seal. It's not like you had like fans before. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Well, the seal, like, if people will like turn down her books just because she have different seal, that will be fucked up. It's still the same principle. right? Because they already bought it because they thought it's good. So why would it suddenly lose value if she doesn't have a seal? If anything, she looked cheerful. Malami gave Aru a wide smile with a celebratory pose. Yet Aru couldn't muster honestly congratulate her. How could she smile like that? And I already knew the answer.
あの時と同じだ。
When the first time leap happened, Arara acted perfectly normal, despite having been deeply hurt by Arue. Almost as though all bad blood between them had been washed away in an instant. Was Arara too proud to show her true feelings? No. She simply turned her back on reality. Because it wasn't a problem she could solve on her own. And confronting Arue about it carried the risk of deepening Arara's wound.
私も同じ。逃げてばかりで現実を見てなかった。
Yep, they overcome this, but Manami seems to be running away, just like you used to.
みんな一緒なんだな。
Whenever they had a seal or not, confronting one's inner demons was no easy task.
晴れて完売したことですし、今度はトークもゆっくりできそうです。アルエさん。
As expected, she avoided the subject, but then it wasn't Aru's place to bring it up either.
放置したくはないけど、おしゃべりもいいですけど、せっかくですし、一緒に会場もしこの場を離れることができたらですけど。
持ってきた本も全部なくなりましたし、大丈夫ですけど。
Okay.
よかった。それじゃあまず R から回りましょう。ガンコラの島なんですけど、実は朝からずっと気になってたんですよね。
Gankora. What's Gankora?
行かないんですね、あなたは。
何か言いましたか？
いいえ、準備をするので少し。
Okay. She don't like the idea.
通路に人が固まって。
Okay, now we have a music, okay.
人気のジャンルですから、この時間でも決戦ができちゃってますね。
決戦？
通路で人がいっぱいになって、前にも後ろにも進め
Okay.
なくなるような状態です。
Sure. Move. Stop pushing. Like a congested corridor echo to the maddened screams. Like... okay. Warning, getting stuck in the corridor club during the summer event may have little consequences. Artists worked on popular genres tend to have more stars on their seals. It was an area with a constant influx of customers. As a result, you could only ever move forward at a snail pace.
死なばもろとも。
Okay. Sure.
これ同人誌買うってレベルじゃない。皆さん事前にサークルチェックをして。
Okay.
ここの本絵柄が可愛い。ペン本にゃ
And she got pushed away with the flow. Yep. They're basically in the river.
立ち止まることすらできなかった。
Yep.
慣れればタイミングやコツをつかめますよ。
Okay.
ですね。
もちろん、何度でもお付き合いします。大丈夫ですか？爆発コントのオチみたいになってますけど。
押し合いへし合いもきついですけど、ぬらっとしたものが腕を撫でていく感触が。
Okay.
オタクジェル
Otaku gel? I don't want to even think.
何ですか？
世の中には知らない方がいいこともある。
Yeah, I don't want to know either. Yeah, let's just ignore that.
教えてくだ
世の中には知らない方がいい。
Yes, please let's ignore that.
としか言わなくなった。
Yes, please ignore that.
お兄ちゃんのゲームで見た。何度話しかけても
Yep, let's ignore that. But what in the world was otaku gel? Don't ignore that, please don't. It was a special kind of liquid. Okay, we're going to learn then. It was a special kind of liquid coating that oozed from the underneath the skin of a duck was the result of excessive physical exertion in high humidity environments. Okay, sure, so sweat. It contained a huge amount of pheromones, and though it varied in potency between individuals, it generally functioned to repel enemies. The bastards that were after the same books, for example. God damn it.
オタクに限らず誰でもリキッド人間と化してしまうんですけどね。
Okay, sure.
特に夏イベ
Also, I just thought that Monami is saying that it's like her second time as the seller, so I thought like she's using the seal for the first time. Might not be entirely accurate because she might not consider her first time going here as being a seller because she sold nothing basically. Because I feel like she's like way too popular for being here for the first time. So she used the seal like year before or something. You know, and this is like her second year as the seller, like she actually is selling stuff, so second year of using the fake seal. I don't know, you can let me know in the comments if you're watching this, what do you think? Which version it is?
つまりただの汗なんじゃ。
Pretty much, yeah.
やっとゲットでき。
RA さん汗だくになってますよ。
Ah, it's just otaku gel.
軍事評論家ぶった FPS ゲーマーがリアル戦場に放り込まれてるんです。
人気の衰えないガン
Ganex
ですからね。
Ganex College? What's the Ganex College? Okay, what is this referencing? Which manga? Anyone knows? Let me know in the comments as well. Ganex College. I don't know what that reference is, but when I read it more, but like now look at this and like read it out loud, it sounds pretty bad. Ganex College. That sounds pretty bad. Yeah. I have not realized that. Ha.
それで戦利品の方は？
Damn.
実は中身も見ないまま買っちゃったんですよね。
Oh, okay.
まあ可愛らしい絵柄に惹かれたので内容が多少好みでなくても。
Okay, so what did you get? Cute cover. God damn it. Of course it is. Tremble.
どうしました？
わわわスクミズランドセルの幼女さんが巨大なイカの塩辛に。
Okay, sure.
ちょっと見せてもらえます？
No, there's a slimy dog thrashing around in my sanctuary. No, I won't be able to eat squid ever again. No, he's watching me. This isn't me. This isn't me. This has to be Nightmare. Oh.
こういう本でした。
Yeah.
めんこいな音がキャワユスな本かと思ったら2ページ目から知性ゼロのセリフ群が飛び出て。
お品書きや表紙の
Yeah.
マークにも気づかなかったんです。
Wow.
ドエリアもん買ってしまったがや。私まだ15なのに死刑になっちゃう。
That is crazy that they let the bud buy it like that. Like, aren't this 18 plus like mangas and doujins on the convents? Like, we're supposed to be like on like separate section or something? They can't be just like publicly available like that, right? So this is just like for plot convenience here, I think.
さすがに思い詰めすぎかと思いますけど、とりあえず素直に返しに行って謝った方がいいですね。サークル側に迷惑もかけちゃいますし、向こうも確認できる状況じゃなかったんでしょう。
Yeah.
戦場へ GO です。
Oh my god. Okay.
二次元恐怖症。
The phobia.
ジャンルに規制なし。
based.
麦畑に抱かれて育ったイノセントヒュ
同じ二次元ナードでも男性と女性では価値観が違うって言いますしね。
ガールズナードは繊細な心情描写を好むってやつですか？
もちろん一般論であって一概には言い切れないですけど、
Yeah,
ということは女性でも愛
います。
true. Like furries.
というか堂々としてればいいんです。戒律の
Wow, they're really throwing like everything here.
限り好きなものを好きに読めばいいんです。
This is some kind of propaganda to get the weird cult. Yeah.
モナミさんもそういうのあったりするんですか？
Are we going to learn Monami about her eyes?
趣味思考は人それぞれであり、各々が自由に楽しむべきだと思います。
Yep, pretty much.
けど同じ質問することは金輪際。
Yep.
深い闇を感じる。
Deep inner darkness. Yeah, everyone has a deep inner darkness.
次行きましょ
折れませんね。
Also, she should buy bigger shirt, I think. I think it's like too little sized.
う。右を見ても左を見ても二次元だらけですからね。
What do you mean 2D? Have you seen her? Have you seen Monami? I know ROU may be a 2D, but
今私はここが自分のいるべき世界なんだって思ってます。
私も次は私の行きたいところ
okay.
もいいです。
Let's see where Monami wants to go.
J は
Oh, One Piece.
アンピースですね。
The manga about the what was that? The mountain bandits.
私の目的は J の端の方なんです。
The edge of the J area. Okay. And so they continued on. Okay, never mind then. The conversation started to clear up a little. The further they went, the thinner the crowd became until there were barely anyone left. Oh, so some unrecognizable manga artist or some place that
でも
is not very popular genre.
ありませんけど、
このジャンルって。
アルエさんと初めて虎の花で会った時、
Okay. The very thing that made her hands touch the first day that essentially kickstarted the relationship. The same genre are ridiculed for its low popularity.
あの時の発言なら気にしないでください。本当に
Okay. Miss Futakoto. Oh, pardon me. You are as Miss Mona, the artist. As always, I greatly appreciate your support. Oh, okay.
お疲れ様です。崖っぷち先生。
Gakepuchi. Should I know who it is? You're here for our latest issue, right? I really should have brought it over when we exchanged greetings. I'm really sorry, Miss Mona. Gakepuchi. I'm trying to think if I know the artist, like something like that. Should I
気
know?
になさらないでください。
Less popular.
での参加ですし、あと先生もやめてください。
Old habits die hard. Though she is a friend of yours?
私もサークルで参加しているものです。一応。
I see, it must be difficult starting out without a seal. As you can see, I'm not doing too well either. He gestured at the pile of seemingly untouched doujinshi. The seal on his right arm indicated that he worked at the freight company. Oh, so he's not using the manga artist seal. Okay, so here we go. Another manga artist that is not hiding their identity. Monami is just insecure, just like Aru have been in the past. It's hard pill to swallow, but the truth is, you won't get far in this business without a doujin artist seal. Well, it's only because, like, your worth is fucked up. As you can see, like, a fake seal can... Like, pretty much, like... God damn it. I hate this word that they have. Like, if you don't have the proper seal, you're just non-existing. Then you put some fake seal, and then suddenly you can be a celebrity just because you have seal, and that's it. And what will happen after you tear it down? Like, what will happen if like Monami just like show everyone that she's not actually a manga artist? They're going to throw her books away? They're going to buy them anyway? Like, what's going to happen? Like, is like government going to collapse? She's going to like jail because it's illegal? Like, also no wonder like the fake seals are really illegal if you think about this. That like fake seals are basically like showing that the P3 law is a bullshit. Basically. Like everyone is like under this like government here that push the seals, right? And you do what you are told. And there's like some individuals that are just use fakes and show that you can do whatever you want. No wonder they're banned. Like, this is like dangerous for the government and the like P3 law and stuff. This is like being a rebel basically.
崖っぷち先生はこの道30年の大ベテランなんです。
I've only sold about 50 issues over all that time though. And at least half of them to Miss Futakalos here. A middle-aged woman joined the conversation. A housewife still glimmered on her hand.
アンチョビ先生、お疲れ様。
You weren't even born yet when the original Galaxy Detective Japan was airing, right? Galaxy Detective Japan? I don't know the reference. Huh.
父が好きでその影響なんですよ。特に第25話でジャバンが変身できなくなるシーンあるじゃないですか。あのピンチから逆転するシーンが大
Oh, that's the beat where he saved in episode 11 comes to play. Yeah, I love that part. Fun fact, the script writer, Mr. Suruwatari, did the exact same thing in one of his later shows called Shoriban. Shoriban. That sounds familiar, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Or I couldn't keep up. She didn't know the original. As for the Monami, she was too caught up in the conversation to notice her. Arrow had been left with nothing to do, but she didn't feel uncomfortable. Original Galaxy Detective Japan. Let me see if I can like Google anything like similar to this name. Maybe I can find out like what they're talking about. Okay, I'm surprised. I actually found something. So I found first the Galaxy Detectives Alpha, but this is actually something that is made and like inspired by the series that is basically having pretty much the same name as this one, Galaxy Detective Japan. So the Galaxy Detectives Alpha are inspired by Space Sheriff Gavan. Space Sheriff Gavan, Japan, Galaxy Detective. So Galaxy Detective Alpha into Galaxy Detective Japan. Because Space Sheriff Gavan. Okay, cool. And this is not like anime series, this is like, or manga series, this is like live action, like movie, or like something like Kamen Rider and stuff like this, you know? This kind of stuff. Okay. That's why they mentions also like transforming and things. Okay, cool. I found some stuff. You don't have to search for it if you're like wondering. Maybe you want to search for it and watch it, who knows? It was true that their popularity paled in comparison to the mainstream groups, but there were fans who came over to see them, even decades to show after the show's original run. Theirs was the lasting and unchanging love to the outsiders had no right to ridicule. Aurora might have been out of the loop, but she felt there was certainly value in witnessing that kind of passion from up close. Oh, sorry. You have no idea what we are talking about, do you? I don't mean to get sidetracked like that. Here you go, 2 copies of my latest work, you don't need to pay. Oh, and feel free to just throw them away if they don't appeal to you. No use wasting precious space.
ダメです。そんなちゃんとお金は払います。
代金は私が持ちますよ。はい、お二人から新刊2部ずつ。
Monies. We're just happy someone reading them at all, so money won't really be a concern.
それを言うならこうして新刊を出し続けてくれるだけで私も感謝してる。あ、そうだ。
Oh, you're in the manga, and just as well made as always, I see. I've noticed you've changed your job to a doujin artist. No wonder your technique improved. Oh! So the first time was actually without the seal. Okay, never mind. So they also don't know about the fake. So they know that she had different seal before. Okay. They know actually about this. Ah. Yeah. The guilt of lying to them, I guess.
私の買い物にまで付き合ってもらっちゃって。
いえいえ、ずうずうしく誘ったのは私ですから。それよりあのお二方、すごい熱量でしたね。夜中に食べるビッグマックぐらいのエネルギー量を感じました。あ
の人たちにとっての同人活動、
ライフワーク、
人生を通して続けていく自分らしさの表現とでも言いましょうか。
Well, it should be the same for you, apparently.
基本
You
的に
wish to express yourself, and now it seems like you are actually going for money, but we know that you are scared of like no one like reading your books. So yeah, not strong enough for that, huh? At least not yet.
そのエネルギー源はもちろん原作への愛ですね。
That's right.
Madame smile was bright and cheerful, which was precisely why it made Arue feel so uneasy. Yep. Other people like not doing well with their manga without artist sale and stuff. They were like, she's like basically the only reader that they have, it seems. And they're still like trying to make their manga and stuff because they enjoy it. And she's doing exactly the opposite. I mean, she's also doing manga because she enjoys it, but she's afraid of like not being successful. Monami passion rivaled that of the other two, but she resorted to cheating. Yep.
一つ聞いてもいいですか？はい。モナミさんはどうしてジャパンを書かないんですか？あの二人と同じくらい好きな。
それ
Okay.
書いてましたよ。去年の。
Oh, okay. Interesting.
でも私はもうジャンル移動をしたから。
Any particular reason why? A brief silence ensued. Then Monami suddenly raised her face.
それよりある。あ、ここに見せたいものが。はい。これ何だと思いますか？
Okay.
同人誌。ジャンルはオリジナルですか？
正解です。とってもレアな本で私のバイブルなんです。
Interesting.
読んでください。
Arue took the volume from Monami. It was pretty thick for a doujinshi, over 100 pages. The cover looked very elaborate. The art style was unorthodox, but it gave the impression of the work made with care. And it wasn't just a cover, the unusual characters, a sword fight that immediately went off the panels, the needlessly detailed backgrounds, every single stroke and the creator passion.
なんていうか、全体的に濃い。でもこれ面白いです。ちょっと今から黙っててもいいですか？
ごゆるりと。
Okay. Arrow was absorbed. Her fingers slowly turned the pages. She soon found herself completely immersed in the world of manga, muting out all the sounds around her. It felt like being at the bottom of the ocean. The ocean floor itself was the storyline, and she was about to get crushed by the pressure of the author's raw creative energies. It left Arue utterly speechless. By the time she was finished, her forehead was glistening with sweat.
すごい。まるで命を削り出して書いたみたい。
アルエさん、同人誌は奥付けまで読まない。
す
Colophon.
みません。って何この後書き。
Oh? The entire page was filled from top to bottom with writing. It described certain details of the setting that reader might not have gleaned from the story alone, as well as the scenes the creator had to abbreviate due to time constricts. The script kept going things smaller and smaller the closer it got to the bottom, as the writer obviously grew conscious of running out of space. It kept shrinking until you could no longer read it with the naked eye. What the hell? Arue pull out a magnifier up on her phone to be able to read, to see the rest of the writing. Couldn't they like just like print one more page? The text at the very bottom read, I can do better than this.
何これ鳥肌が。
フリップフラッパーズ。
Oh my god, flip rappers. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. I know this reference.
後に同人史上最大の偉業を成し遂げた伝説のサークル。
処女作これが
Wow, this is a debut work.
しかもこの本が出たのって今から50年も前じゃないですか。
まさに名作ですよね。時でも本当にすごいのは作者のライブ、その本を出した当時作者は無印だったそうですよ。
Another person like this, see? Like, this whole thing is about people like not having a seals for like actually what they wanted to do. And like changing their jobs and maybe even not. Like the pair that was like selling the manga for all the like last 50 years. Or like 30 years and sold like 50 copies. Like they didn't change the job, but they followed their passion, and this manga artist like actually changed the job here and had the seal, made the seal. So yeah, and Monami is like hiding. Like she's like still like she's like surrounded by people that's showing that you don't need a seal to be good at manga and having people and enjoy it and having people like read it and to inspire others. And she's like denying it anyway.
私と同じ。
ある時突然同人会から姿を消す
Oh, she was like actually.
ですけど
Oh, wow. Actually, also it was Chuusotsu. Oh, wow. Manami sounded like a meaningful chuckle. An expression of superiority came one of those explaining their niche. And Taro knew better than to ask what it meant.
モナミさんはずっと前から信者なんですよね。羨ましいな。私ももっと早く出会えてれば。
そのセリフが聞けて
同人イベントに参加したのもこの人みたいになりたいって気持ちもあったんじゃないですか？
By a con artist, yep. That hit her. It was an innocent enough remark, but it made Manami's face cloud over.
そうですね。フリップフラッパーズは私の憧れです。本当に私の人生を変えてくれた。
And yet, you are not following their passion. You just hide. She mastered the weak smile. The fake positivity fueled by her willful ignorance of reality vanished without a trace. With that, I hoped she would finally be able to face herself and her sins.
バーニーン
Oh, her soul lit up in flames.
いつか私もこんなすごい漫画を描いてみせます。
はい、アルエさんなら。
モナミさんもですよ。
I chuckled and crossed her head.
そろそろ戻らなきゃ。モナミさん、楽しかったです。
はい。
Yeah, she just met another person that shows that they can dream and try to achieve what they want without the seal. It's like on high. Monami's on higher standing than Arue, essentially in the society levels, right? She have actually some kind of seal, and Arue is just Chuusotsu, and yet it feels like Arue is doing better job, basically as manga artist than Monami is, at least in terms of like being passionate about this.
水川千佳先生、
Aww, by the pen name, huh?
どうか後悔しないで。私みたい
Like I did. Yeah, but you showed like a lot of people that managed to get through with it. The pair that is like sold like 50 volumes in like 30 years is like one of the like better examples probably that she had. But yeah, like Arue from the beginning was aware that she might not sell anything.
ただいま帰りました。
おかえり。
任せ。
それは気にしないでいいけど。
Yeah.
ごめん。
I'm very curious if she's actually going to sell something.
それより
She must have she will sell something, right? She must have sell something at some point, like at least like one to someone. I mean, we can't make Goro win, right? Like it's not happening.
お嬢さん、何かご立腹でいらっしゃる？
I guess her grimoires are not selling well too.
アルエがメガネの女の子と楽しそうにしてるの
Oh, okay.
すねちゃってるんだ。きっと
Wow, wow.
アルエが他の子に取られちゃった。
その認識は不可解。あららはただ同胞の怠慢に対し
Of course, of course.
マジックアイテムを白すらし
Of course, Arara, of course.
遊びほうけるなどと
Sure.
なんで全ての行動が冒険と直結するんですか？
あららとの約束を
Wow.
のまま他のガールにうつつを抜かしている。
Yeah.
これは明らかなサボタージュ。
いや、
ダメ。帰宅直後より黒の書を精読する。これは義務。
Oh my god.
なぜ笑う？これはあららの尊厳をかけた聖戦。
ごめんね。でも
Nice.
こんな感じでしたっけ？
Yeah, pretty much.
万物は流転するだよ。
中卒らしからぬワードを吐いた。
Sentencing to death by flowing.
私も人から教わった言葉だ。この世界のあらゆる物事は常に変化していくものなんだ。だからたとえ今日という日が昨日と違っていても、私たちが日常って感じる。それはきっとこれからもずっと。
Yeah. Outside of like 90% of popularity, popularity of your world, population of your world, basically, because like most people that are like brainwashed by the government and by the seals, they basically don't believe in future anymore.
小色さん、
They're like robots.
って意味わかります？
Great.
あららのおな。
Good job. Good job, guys. Chuusotsu only use their brains for one thing, having fun. However,
なるほど。確かに日常。
it was fine this way.
ですね、ようやく同時イベントの楽しみ方が分かってきました。
Nice.
なんていうか、人それぞれのペースがあっていいんだなって。
Yeah, exactly. So, Arwe learned the lesson that Monami haven't. But, as I said, Monami had no one else to be with here.
あららはつまらない。人を過ぎ
That was harder for her.
コーラ飲みたい。
全否定？
でも黒の書を書いている間はまあまあだった。自費出版と
そういうことなら、作ることに意義を見出すのもありですし。
私も楽しい。
小色さんはどこに楽しみを？
Okay.
とね。
Interesting. Not just yet. Okay. She has something to her chest that looks like a notebook. Oh, interesting. Are you writing a book or something? She says she wants to like write something, write a book or something. It's like the beginning of her book, maybe.
それは後で教え。
I wonder
後でね。
about what her book is going to be about.
けどそれにはもう一回外から会場を見ておか
From outside. Oh, maybe she's drawing. She's sketching.
外周部分から建物を見上げる。
了解。
Oh, okay. I'm very curious about what Koiro's doing. Koiro heads straight for the exit.
それにしても、ララちゃんは小色さんのことを何だと思ってるんですか？言い方が不遜すぎます。
小色さんはあららの子分。
Underling.
立場を示すために 心にオーガを宿さねばならないの
Sure.
です。
オイラさんもピュアで人がいいからな。
The three girls' relationship had already solidified, and there is no point in trying to change it.
それにしてもまあ
Yeah,
盛大に売れ
you burnt a lot of money on this.
同胞が調子こいて500部もするから。
Yeah.
賞賛に耐性がないばかりに。
Probably not gonna happen.
でも気にしても仕方ありません。いざとなったら価格を 90% オフにすれば一部くらいは売れますよ。それで変態事変は終幕です。
500マニーの 90% オフって。
That's... I don't know. Like, pulled out the calculator, but has no idea what formula to use. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious?
同胞が石化したというか、
Oh my god.
朝のゼニゲバモードから随分な変わりように見える。
Why you have calculator if you don't know how to use it?
なんか急
Oh my god, being Chuusotsu suck.
現実逃避？
まさか現実を受け周りを見てください。
周りといってもバハラテイストの萌えにあふれるばかりで。
それですよ、それ。
はあ、
レラちゃんは興味ナースインでも私にとってはエルドラド
Gold everywhere.
想像してみてください。もしここにいる数えきれない人たちがみんな世界の救済を目指す同胞だったら、その人たちが自らの研究を持ち寄って何千
はあ、興奮なあまり大量のミミジが出て死ぬ。
私にとって今日はそういう日なんです。
She's embarrassed now.
それを想像できないで、同胞の晴れの日に勝手に本を。
ああ、いいんですよ。
Yeah.
それがあなたのライフワークでしょうから。
Hell yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Rara. Don't worry.
シュンとしちゃって。そうしてると本当に可愛いですね、ララちゃんは。
True. She deserves headpats. There we go. Yeah. Oh, my screen was small. Okay. Patted Ara's head.
とにかく
Yes, I did.
か
Nice.
けた気がするんです。
See, I was right. She had the Zeus headpats. What's really important? Before she could finish announcing her revelation.
があ、ちょっといいかしら。
The fuck? Why you have Sprite? Who are you? Red Hood? Hide interface. Who are you? You are suspicious. You do have a volume though, I see. Huh. Why you suddenly talk to Chuusotsus? Okay, so who are you?
あ、はい、なんでしょう。
あなたの本を読ませてもらってもいいかと聞いているのだけど。
Okay.
私の。
そう、あなたの。
Is it like actually normal customer? Seems way too suspicious, but who knows? Maybe there's no evil plot this time. Or maybe there is. We'll see. Aru somehow managed to stumble her way through the conversation. Instead of the black grimoire, the one picked up Aru's manga and began flipping through the pages. That's some outfit you have there. Damn. Are you cosplaying? Is this a cosplay? Or something? What though?
知らない人が目の前で。
Okay. Is she going to buy it though?
書版を読んでうなずい
ったわ。一部いただこう。
Oh shit, we actually sell a copy.
購入を決めた
Oh, we're safe from Goro. Who is this? Is this really just some random, like, cosplayer on the convent or something? The sheer tension of the moment made Arue in her fighting game tournament commentator slip out.
しかも全部声に出ていた現実を今の同胞は知る由もない。
せっかく本を気に入ってくださった神の前で。
ドンウォーリーよ。それよりおいくらかしら。
Okay.
ほうひゃほあれれ。キャオーの。
Oh my god.
100マニーね。安いわ。
Okay. What the hell? Demon scanned her micro wallet and just like that, 500 monies were instantly wired to Arue's account. Her first doujinshi, her first reader outside of the personal circle. Aru was overwhelmed by emotion. Who is that? Is she like going to like resell this on a higher price or something? Is she like scalping it? Like what is happening? Or is this, or she actually just liked the manga and actually is just normal reader? I don't know. That felt weird. Maybe we actually got a normal sale. Who knows? Maybe she's going to claim that. Maybe the dark twist is going to be like this person having like manga artist still, and she's going to claim that it's her manga, and there's no way that Chuusotsu could make something like this, something like that. I mean, that could be a plot twist. What do you see? The man turned around and melted back into the crowd of visitors, her cape dancing in the air. But just before Shoot could completely disappear from sight.
何かしら。
Oh. And I wonder if it would be rude to ask this question from someone who is not only bothered to check her work out, but even ended up liking it. Yet even in spite of that, she simply had to know.
お姉さんはシールによる品質保証を気にしないんですか？見ての通り。
あら、何かと思えばそんなこと。第三者の価値観に意思を左右されるほどつまらないことはない。
Oh my god, okay, maybe it is actually a normal buyer. Oh my god, okay. She's cool, okay, like her.
私の気に入ったものが世界最高の品。
Hell yeah, let's go. Love it.
それにあなたの叫びが気に入ったのよ。
Oh, nice.
だから今日は最初からあなたを目当てにしてきたの。
You are the entire reason I came to this event? Wait, you saw Arue somewhere before? Huh. Okay then. Interesting.
もっとも作品のクオリティは予想外だったけれど。
You had fun before this, Arue, it seems.
叫びって
Oh!
ツイッターのことだよね。
Oh! Okay. Arue had only 10 followers, and even then she was hesitant to advertise her works too much. But if it still ended up reaching someone...
お名前だけでも。
ジェーン・ドゥ。
Jane Do, okay.
別に覚えなくていいわ。じゃ、またね。
Wasn't there someone called Jane Do or something like similar in DS era? In the Kaiziku Bay? Interview with Kaiziku Bay thing? I know it's like totally random like thing, but how did we even connect it like DS era to the goddamn Chuusotsu? Like what the hell?
ツイッターで。
実力で勝ち取りましたな。
Okay.
同胞何を方針して。
Oh. Squeeze. Okay.
やった私の漫画好きになって。
Let's go.
すみませんけど
Yep, Aro was entirely too ecstatic to pay attention to the world around her. If she were a dog, she would have certainly lost control of her bladder.
ただいま。
おかえりなさい小色さん。聞いてください。
落ち着いて、あるえ。
Okay.
さっき私の漫画を買ってくれた方がいて。
Okay.
何を涙ぐんでいる。同胞の快進撃は。
そうだね。ごめん。それで
Oh, wait! Was that her trainer or something? Did we know the name of her trainer before? I forgot if we know the name. Was she supposed to meet with Koiro? Oh, Gora's here. What do you think? Moje confusing. Okay.
貴様が噂の変態王子か。
My book's sold out just now, so I figured I came over to see how you were doing. Then again, we only printed a measly 10,000 copies, so what am I even bragging about, right?
即刻退去を希望。単純に目
Yeah, we already won the bet, so get screw yourself. That's quite way to greet someone. Is this foul-mouthed little wimp here to attract customers? I can see why your only customer would be seriously looking if that's the case.
あのね、
Hmm?
言っていいことと悪いことって。
Her looks could kill. Koro promptly shuffled behind one of his burly bodyguards. Yeah, Koiro is dangerous. Listen here, you walking turtleneck sweater advertisement. Wow, I hate this guy. Look over there. He lifted his chin to gesture towards the group of men in suits. Some of them were close to 3 meters in height. Their bulging muscles threatening to rip their suits to shreds. Okay, sure. They're all standing sideways to show off their enormous chests. Those guys are super tough. High-end muscle, basically. They are tough as nails. You try something funny and they will be here in a split second. And why would we try anything? You are garbage. Oh, and as a man who's ascended to the pinnacle of the Otakudom, I too possess the fabled nerd eye, capable of seeing through all concealed powers. You and that pig's book over there, you two are hiding something quite unusual, and yeah, oh, okay, you do actually have some kind of like weird power eye, okay. In other words, that kinda tuny bullshit won't work on me. Okay. Tough luck, sorry, no seal and no kid bodyguards for you today.
人の友達を用心棒って。あなた本気で怒りますよ。
Oh, I'm gonna wet myself.
一部売れたのあなたも知ってるんでしょ。勝負は私の勝ちですから。煽るのはやめてください。
Wow. You're right, the winner takes it all, as they say.
なれば敗者はす。
Not yet, I came here to make a deal.
何
From the looks of things, it seems you will end up with a mountain of unsold books. Honestly, an unmarked girl like you just isn't cut out to run the doujin shop. As someone in the same business, it really pains me to see this, it really does. But worry not, I'm offering you to buy every single unsold copy you have. Yeah, no. Not gonna happen. Just screw yourself. In exchange, you will have to become a 1/1 scale figure in my room. Oh my god.
嫌に決まってるじゃないですか。
I won't do anything barbaric, mind you. My work deals only with themes of pure love, you see. Sure. I simply need you to model for me. A pretty good deal, all in all, don't you think? Yeah. Why aren't my bodyguards moving?
そいつらは今、人間トーテムポールと化
Oh my god, she actually got them all. The little girl, she did something. Hey, call my other stuff. Lone Flower. She gave like actually a face sprite. Okay. Sir, I would advise against doing anything hastily. HQ preparations are still underway. What?
工作
That's none of your goddamn business.
ヘイヘイピッチャービビってる
Oh wow. Shut up. Anyway, are you going to accept my deal or not?
考えるまでもなく。
Yeah.
断るに決まってるじゃないです
Oh,
か。
fuck yourself. Fine. To think he would refuse my well-meaning invitation, I was foolish to accept anything from an unmarked. With that, he picked up Arue's manga. Look at this horribly outdated technique, and the skills aren't appealing in the slightest. It boggles my mind. Just imagining how much time a Chuusotsu would have to waste to create trash like this. Yeah, okay, going for emotional damage, I see. And it's going to be quite effective against Chuusotsu, I think. And if he's shouting this, then that probably, yeah, going to like kind of ruin the reputation. But we still have a fan that is like probably going to post some nice things about the manga later on that winter. Yeah. A truth can hurt, I'm only being honest. You've seen the lines in front of my booth, you know how many people buy my stuff. I can basically sit back and play games all day while the money comes rolling in. And it's all thanks to the top tier seal I have. I know most people hate my guts, I don't need you to tell me, but so what? I'm not planning to change my ways. Yeah, you're an asshole. The fact remains that my manga is top-notch stuff, and thousands sign up just to get their hands on just how that's just how the world works. Yeah, the difference is people buy your stuff because we have a seal, and people buy stuff from us because they actually like it. Get screwed. Don't you get it? I'm like a tree of money that spread its roots across the world and keeps pumping out cash. It's what makes entering the doujin scene worth it. And it's sweet nectar you will never be able to taste. Your hard work means diddly squat, even if your manga miraculously turned out to be a masterpiece. You still won't amount to anything in this world without a seal. You'll forever stay on the bottom rank of the ladder. Anyone who willingly pays for this garbage has to be completely brain dead. Arue's manga, the work that contained part of her soul and had just earned its first fun, had been dropped on the floor. Then saying, squish. Yep, okay, I hate this. Okay, so basically her deal probably with trainer is like, I will not hurt people. I guess this guy is going to be about to get hurt. A thick, almost visible aura surrounded Koira's body. A very air around her began to stir, flipping the pages of the countless manga volumes lining the nearby table. She goes Super Saiyan. Before things could escalate, though, someone blocked Koira's field of vision. It was Arue. Okay. Huh? Huh?
続きが気になって授業中上の空になったことがありますか大好きな漫画が最終回を迎えて心が空っぽになったことはお気に入りのキャラのセリフを覚えて真似したこと
No. Yeah, you garbage. I'm only concerned who was popular and how I can turn that popularity into money.
もう一度聞きますあなたは本当に
Yo, are we done playing 20 questions? You know you're awfully cookie for someone who without academic background or employment history. So it's about time. Okay, what's the deal? Already, those brats are so damp it took forever to explain anything. By then, I doubt we'll meet again. Try not to crash and burn too hard, okay? Goro left, hugging the shoulders of his female bodyguard. But soon enough, the one returned on her own. I will wire you the price of your book, as well as the reciprocal inconvenience fee. Okay.
結構ですから
Think of this as the gesture of the goodwill. I do sympathize with you, but that's just my job. She left. Letters and numbers spelling out 5,000 monies appeared on the screen. Jesus. I was exactly 10 times the amount Aru had earned from selling a copy of her manga. Yet, the fiber of her being could find the son of events pleasant. Yeah, Goro is a garbage. Just a few months ago, Arue was on cloud 9. But that all changed in an instant. And without the culprit even acknowledging the damage he's done, all that remained was a feeling of aimless disappointment. It wasn't even frustration. It was more like emptiness.
これが中卒の現実
It didn't even have to be a doujin world. No matter where they went, Chuusotsu would always be made with disdain and mockery, like a particularly stubborn stain on the fabric of society.
本当に本当に
同胞
お金返しに行ってきます。こんなの受け取りたくもない。
あらら、ここは
小色さん
Kirsch read.
私バカだから。
Yeah, you were about to kill this guy.
くれな
じゃあ
Arabald her bandage hand into a fist and straight her back without so much as giving Koir a parting glance. Okay. Let's see. Okay, seller A. You don't need to refund it. In front of 175th booth. As Goro himself was absent, Aro had to deal with one of their other members. Okay.
でもそれじゃあ私も困ります。
Hey, come on, can someone do something about this girl? The person dealing with Arue made an apologetic smile and simply shrugged. Everyone she approached would shake their head and hold their hands up in the protest. One could deeply perceive a hint of mockery in their mannerism. Arue unconsciously took half a step back. So Shido, can you see we are busy packing? It'd be nice if you didn't add to our workload. Their unwillingness to help made Arue choke on her own words. One group member interpreted this as the stammering and looked at Arue with a mean-spirited smile. Yep. It reminded Arue of how her classmates used to mimic her mannerism and mock her. Do you have anything else to say? She dropped her question at Arue in a bold tone. The other cell girls who had been busy packing also turned her gaze towards Arue. Just how loud was her voice? Arue felt like her legs had turned into jelly. However, she mustered the strength to stay on her feet. She would not yield. Not here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm glad that Arue actually got stronger.
わかりました。それじゃあ五郎さんと一緒にいた女の人がどこにいるかだけでも。
Alright, stop goofing around over there. Help me pack these boxes. Right away, with pleasure.
取り合ってすらもらえない。
With no other options left, Arue was about to leave when...
悪の根城を発見直ちに聴衆に入る
sure.
ちゃん、そちら様は
PocketWatchMan toward above the girls. Up close, Arue could even spot something that was probably a firearm dangling from his belt. Oh, that's the one that she brainwashed.
同胞の尊厳を踏みにじる行為を
Okay.
ハラスメントすべく体制側を味方に
I ally myself with no one.
はあ
I live only to serve the general.
犬畜生面
Okay.
まあいいこちら側の事情はすでに話した通り
This does not match any entities in the rulebook. I possess no authority to arrest anyone as long as none of their actions infringe on the decrees listed in the rulebook, even if there is trouble between the participants.
何を言っているの奴らのボスは同胞を不当に貶しめたあちらに火があるのは自明であり
Okay, so this is actually a staff member, it's not someone who she brainwashed. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. So, he's really trying to, like, not stand on Chuusotsu, like, side, basically. You know? Like, he can do anything about them because they didn't broke any rules, but he doesn't want to, like, actually say that Chuusotsu's right. This does not match any entities in the rulebook.
そのルールブックと
This does not match any entities in the rulebook.
同じ言葉を繰り返す
This does not match.
気のせいかな。この人変な感じがする。
Or maybe he is brainwashed? And then? Can she tell we're not even taking her seriously? How damn do you have to be questioned at top artist authority as a man marked?
小賢しい使徒めが操
Her eyes gleamed with a demonic light. However, a hand on her shoulder interrupted her spell.
やめましょう。ララち
なぜ止め
ゃん。なぜって
ちょっとスカッとする
そう。
返金に応じさせることも
確かにムカつくし。
Yeah. Using special skills on the third party infringes upon the rules laid out in the rulebook. God fucking you bitch. Are you willingly committed to a felony?
そんなめっそうもなほらララちゃんずらかり
Okay, god damn it. That suck, I hate this.
所詮は化け物。人情を理解するには2回くらい転生が足りなかったです。
あの人どうしてララちゃんがスキル持ちだ
同胞
Yeah,
いやまあ結果オーライだったかもしれないなって
good question. How did you know?
後になって問題にならないとも限りませんし
しかしそれでは同胞が中傷
私のこと
しかし許せないこと
Ra was right. Arue couldn't handle being talked down to. Could handle being talked down to, yeah. But having her readers insulted sent an intense sharp pain flaring up in her stomach, almost like she swallowed a rock. The hustle and bustle of the convention was just as lively as ever. Some nerds, all covered in sweat, continued their hunt for the new doujinshi, while others were chatting it up with their friends. But for some reason, Arue left alone felt
つまんないなさっきま
bored,
で
huh?
楽しい気分だったのにどうして好きなものに囲まれてるのにそれ以外のことで辛い思いをしなきゃ
People favoring profit over passion. People who use that mindset to feel superior to others. Even the staff members. I mean to maintain the fun and comfortable environment. Arue couldn't help but view them as detrimental to her enjoyment of the event.
戻りましょう小色さんが
By the time they reached their booth, Arue could feel the weight of the world pressing down on her shoulders. At the same time, another scraffle was unfolding, just a few booths away. Okay.
それ
Oh, Manami?
意味ですか
Oh, Goro's here. Like I've been saying, I have an urgent favor to ask of you, Miss Mona. Okay, he's going to try and buy all her books. Just like he did with Arue. Manami Boro wrinkled in suspicion. So he's like scalping actually other people's mangas? Goro regarded her with a carefree smile while sitting himself in a chair prepared by the woman on her team of bodyguards. Also, I'd appreciate if you could keep this conversation strictly confidential. I was hoping I could convince you to change genres. Okay.
それって私にオリジナル以外の漫画を描け
Exactly.
嫌ですよ大体今回の本だってシリーズものなんですジャンル移動したら続編が出せなくなっちゃうじゃない
Yeah, don't give in. No, I wasn't talking about your... no, I wasn't talking about your next work. I want you to change the genres for this event. Oh?
今回から言ってる意味がわかりません今日はもうすでにオリジナル
I see, congratulations. Anyway, would it be alright if I registered your current genre is racing? Wait, what the hell? And how you can register it?
ですから今回はオリジナルで登録してるんです
Oh, you need no concern yourself with that. I know some of the staff working here, and all it would took is a single phone call.
何が目的でそんな
It's for the secret menu, not in the catalog. What the hell?
裏
The interests of our customers are fickle as the seasons. The government may have provided me with the privilege to manage the favorite genre, but I doubt its popularity will last forever. People go from genre to genre with each new game or anime release. They drift about like clouds on a windy day. And so, the only way for doujin artists to survive is, in this transistent world, is to put effort into stabilizing the whims of the customers. Like secretly starting to draw manga based on the hottest new shows.
まさか政府に指定された以外の漫画を描いてるんですか
Yeah,
犯罪に当たる
he doesn't care. It's just money for him. It's a win-win scenario really. The customer uses the secret menu to get what they want, while I enjoy the extra boost of my popularity.
どんな理屈をこねても犯罪は犯罪です
And that's precisely why I approached you. Oh, he knows about her seal. The job of the professional dojis artist is to draw derivative works from the genres assigned to them by the government. Why do you think such profession even exists? It's because the government wants to control all forms of entertainment, everything you can think of. All they want a slice of that pie. Oh wow, actually brainwashed guy that actually knows how the government is working here. Holy shit. Okay, he exactly knows how the world works. Okay.
その発言不敬罪で逮捕されますよ。
Yep. Then maybe you should let me finish, you fraudulent little bitch. Wow. Unlike us, who are chosen to control the flow of entertainment, those without professional doujin artists still are free to pick their genres. It goes without saying, but most customers won't even give unproven creators a second glance. They're like pebbles at the side of the road, harmless in their impotence. Is this hitting too close to home? Small, or should I say, Futakoto Monami? Yeah, and he knows. That's why he asked if she can like change genres, because she have no seal, so she can actually change what she draws. You are not authorized doujin artist. That fake of yours, it's convincing enough, I will give you that. The most popular artists are given powers to see through this kind of tuning nonsense. Yeah, he saw powers. It's funny really, the only reason you weren't thrown out by the staff was because the law hasn't quite caught up to the recent criminalization of fakes. Anyway, here's the gist of it. I will change your current genre to racing and announce myself as your close acquaintance. I will then mark yourselves as having been consignate to us. That will make it perfectly legal addition to my secret menu.
けどジャンル選択の自由があっても選択したジャンル以外の本を出したら潔白の身になるのは五郎さんだけじゃないですか。
I suppose that's true. Yeah, he's god damn it. God. Can we like somehow like silence this guy?
そんな話了解できるはずがありません。
I'm not telling you to do it for free. Hey, gotta flick his fingers. The female bodyguard placed a duraluminium briefcase on the desk. That with partially open mouth, you could see wads of bills. I prepared some untraceable cash for you. This is what you're after, aren't you? No. Go, like, seriously, go screw yourself. You are desperate enough to resort to cheap tricks after all. Yeah, this is not because of money though. Manami closed the lid of the briefcase and pushed it away. I see, that's unfortunate. I suppose this leaves me with no choice. I'll have to report the issue of your seal to the authorities. Yeah, I knew he's going to try to pull this out. I'm so surprised. You know my secret now, and I'm not a man to leave loose ends. Come whatever you want, but remember, only the strong are fit to survive in this world. Sir, we have them on the line. Shall we proceed? Sure, go ahead. Monami nearly clung to Goro close, trying to stop him. She stood up and looked down on Monami with cold eyes. Are you done whimpering like a bitch? Jesus. Why don't you draw the popular genres?
これは最後の一戦を守り
You amateurs are all the same. Everything I will do is half-assed. Save for your pride. When it comes to that, you surpass even the cockiest of the pros. Even you pump out as complete garbage, and you know it. But you still secretly hope for validation. You make me fucking sick. To us professionals, this is business. There's no telling when we might get demoted to has-beens if we don't constantly strive to increase and preserve the stars on our seals. I hate this guy so much. Oh my god. I didn't thought I would see like actually a character in Chuusotsu that I will hate so much. Oh, it's just so irritating. Oh my god. We don't treat this as some kind of the game, like your kind does. You know, I'm right. The fake you're wearing proves me more than anything I could say. And now I went to make you cry. Great. Let's go before I throw up. I hate this guy. I hate him so much.
泣き晴らした目を
モナ ナミさん、大丈夫ですか？今ゴロ。
自業自得ですから。
Monami had completely closed up her heart, and Arwen knew she was powerless to get through to her. But did that make it alright to abandon the person in trouble? Arwen resolved to draw manga and was strengthened during the endlessly looping week. But was it her only takeaway from this adventure? No, it wasn't.
事情を聞かせ、あの人に何か言われたんですよね。もしかしたら何か力になれるか。
手をくれ。
どうしてそ。
あの日、あの時、私は全てを。
Yeah, the day when you bought the seal, I guess. Love triumphs in the end. Courage and hope care about the future. Message that continues to be reinforced in popular songs, movie masterpieces, and even in her favorite manga. Messages she believed, even without question, doubting them would be unimaginable, outright evil. She believed that the amount of love and passion she poured into manga would naturally pay off. The countless people coming and going before her eyes, like worker bees, bringing honey to the castle of their queen. Some of them looked desperate, some of them were joyful smiles. They came and went, one after another. Here she wasn't a comic yet, to the site of her very first venture. Everyone inside was positively drunk on excitement. And why wouldn't they be? The day they wanted for with bated breath had finally arrived. Children, adults, men or women. It made no difference here. Everyone had an equal shot at entertainment. It all showed the struggles of their everyday lives to the back of their minds, at least for this one day. And indeed, that was precisely why some people would fail to find their place here. Okay, so is this the backstory or this is a current? I assume it's current because it's not having filter on the background. A place of equal opportunity would attract those who faced inequality and discrimination in life. It sounded like the contradiction, but at the same time, it was also the natural order of things. In any case, those affected couldn't help but find the whole order unfair. There was nothing they could do about it though. Indeed, nothing could be done about it. No one knew them, no one was interested in their struggles. Was it because they were unmarked? No, everyone came here looking for the entertainment and a good time. People had better things to do than listen to someone else's complaints. Having her work purchased out of the pity brought a little respite. She knew this all too well, but nevertheless. So this is the one nowadays, I think.
一部も売れないや。
No, it's not, it's a past. Okay, so the filter, like lack of filter just misled me. The space she owned was 120 centimeters wide. It was all covered up with copies of the single doujinshi. It was 2:30 p.m. The situation hadn't changed since morning. Only an hour and 30 minutes remained until the event ended. It had been a lot of hours and 30 minutes that she's been in love with manga. The number of people that stopped in front of her booth was 0. So maybe this number is a joke or something. 166536. Does that like translates to anything? I S A S E. I don't know. The number of people that stopped in front of her booth was 0. Would she be able to retain her affection for manga after this? She wasn't sure. Would she be able to pick up a pen and give herself over to passion like she always did once she got from work? She wasn't sure. Working on manuscript allowed her to temporarily become the creator she'd always aspired to be, but in reality she'd always remained the same old Fudekoto Monami, dull and uninteresting. Okay, how much more time do we have? About 30 minutes until closing? Might want to start looking for stragglers. There were fewer and fewer people walking around. The mood was starting to resemble that of the after party. It happened in that moment. A young man stopped in front of her, who was carrying 2 paper bags, stacked so full they could pop up at any second. Excuse me? Manami froze in place. A customer. Her first one. This was her first and like the last chance to sell anything. Did you actually sell something? How did you... If you sell anything, how did you end up in the position that you are right now? Did it fail? Like she actually didn't sell? The words stuck in her throat. Her face flashed crimson. Calm down, Monami. Hadn't she practiced for this? Back in her room in front of the mirror over and over again?
どうぞよろしければお手に取ってこれ。
She frantically bowed her head. Monami had never been this desperate in her entire life. She couldn't see the face of the person. Perhaps her reaction creeped him out, and he was already on his way to another booth. Ultimate rejection. Yeah, okay. Did she mess up? Monami slowly raised her head. The man quietly catches his nose. Is this P12B booth? I kind of get lost after dropping my map in the cloud. Oh. Is this the P12B booth? That was the neighboring booth, 13A. Okay, excuse me, P12B over there. Oh, I missed you by 1. Okay, never mind then. He never wanted to actually buy anything from her. Yeah, now that I look at it, the genre is completely different. He glanced at Monami's manga. The outdated and obsolete Galaxy Policeman Japan. He didn't seem familiar with the series and promptly moved over to the other booth, without leaving so much as the passing comment. Okay. I mean, yeah, like, she mentioned that she used to draw the Japan, right? Before. It wasn't popular. Yeah, okay. I'm really sorry, but our new issue already sold out. Oh man, I should know. You're commissioning those to third parties though, right? You could be able to find a copy at Doranohana. Thanks, I'll pick it up for sure. I saw on Wait! They're using Twitter, not Twinter. Wait, what? How? I've been giving the 2 more stars, so I'm kind of betting on you as the next big thing. Wait, what? It's not Twinter anymore? Or is this just translation? I'm pretty sure Arue called it Twinter before. Like in this like 1.5 part of the series. I'm pretty sure that we called this Twinter. Oh really? Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Just out of curiosity though, when exactly did you run out of copies? This is our final announcement. 126 Kamiget is officially over. Thank you for participation and please take care on your way home. Yeah, she haven't sold anything.
驚いたな。本当に一部も売れないなんて。
Yep.
面白いのにな。ジャパン。
And the thing is, everyone have this different tastes. If you think something is cool, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone else think it's cool. Yeah, everyone was equal under the laps of People's Wars Federation. But that didn't mean everyone got what they wanted. Yeah, equal my ass. It is no more than a forced concept built around the existence of seals. Even still, manga possesses the kind of magic that made people lose sight of what should otherwise be common sense. Nanami herself had been under this spell since childhood, which made her to crave something beyond her stature. I'm not looking for prize. I just want someone to know the extent of my passion. And now, even now, after reality had slapped her in the face, she still wouldn't give up. Oh, and this is the beginning of the game. Okay. There's only one thing to do.
しょうがないんだ。
The authorities finds out about this, losing your seal will be the least of your worries. Yep. Takahashi. I can see him lasting too long in a place like that. Takahashi is the guy from the first game, right? The nerd. Or I'm wrong. It's like a cave with sunlight where you do is work and work some more, and place for humans. Yep, wait, this is the beginning scene, basically. Hesitation, but only for a moment. After all, she had no other choice left.
譲れないものがあるか。このままじゃあっちに送られなくても。これ。
Thanks. Officially unrecognized clusters of nanomachines that looked indistinguishable from government-issued seals. They were practically toys that had no effect by themselves, despite looking like the real thing. All they did was emit light. Manami knew that using them would be against the law. Faking one's seals was a grave offense, but she couldn't back down. It was the path she was determined to follow, legally be damned. She was all aware of how foolish it was, but she was prepared to handle any kind of criticism and scorn.
自分の漫画を誰かに読んでほしい。誰かに知っていて、私がここにいることを。
Yeah. And so, she once again made the journey to the big side. Apparently, another girl she met the other day will be participating in the Moon Creation 84. Her name was Marisugawa Arua. Chuusotsu that aspired to be a manga artist. A reckless, incompetent young girl wanting to bite off more than she could chew. All the while dressing it up with the outdated words like dreams and passion. Okay, so these were her real thoughts about this. Not as nice as I thought in the beginning. Her ambitious voyage was destined to end up in the shipwreck. That might have made her dread the very sight of manga. But if she were to continue drawing despite all that... Okay, she actually had hopes. Okay. Okay. She actually wished good for Haruo. Okay.
もう後戻りはできない。手遅れなんです。それは今に始まったことじゃなく、きっと立場もわきま叶わない夢を捨てられなかった時点、私みたいに平凡な女が大それた鶴なんて企んだ時点で全部手遅れだったんです。
Arrow didn't say a thing, or rather she couldn't find the right words. Losing her seal made her realize that the success stories in the manga were all exaggerated. Outside the words was far more grounded in reality.
だけど私はペンを取ります。たとえ誰かに笑われたって、たとえ無様に失敗したって、本当の自分から逃げて回るのは、誰かが好きでいてくれる自分をちょっぴり好きになれたから。
That's what Haruo learned during the time lapse.
っていうか、
Haruo pointed the finger at the girl with such energy it almost made a sound effect. Okay.
ハードコアすぎですよ、モナミさんの一回の挫折でモラルまでぶっ壊れてたら、トゲトゲ肩パッドつけてバイクで村を襲わなきゃいけなくなりますよ。私の中卒なんて。
True.
逆に考えればよかったんですよ。モナミさんはシールに画力補正もないのに、あんなに上手な。それなのにクリミナルワールドに足を踏み入れるなんて、中設定の漫画に影響を受けてるとしか思えないですよ。
Wow. The comment hit a chord with Monami.
大人ってどうしてそうなんだろう。心ちゃんといい、ネガティブ思考にはまると、とことん自分をヒールに演出しようとしますよ。
Yeah. Yeah. Kokoro mentioned. Okay.
大人ってほんと子供みたい。もっと単純に考えましょうよ。他人はもちろん自分を傷つけるのなんて全然楽しくないですよ。すいません、生意気なことぶっちゃけ言いますけど、私最近までぼっちオブぼっちの子でしたので、人を思いやるメシア系セリフとか全然無理です。そもそも起きてることがシリアスすぎて、中卒脳は今にも火を吹きそうですし、だから冷たいかもしれませんけど、 モナミさんは自分で自分にけじめをつけ。
分かってます。
The problem was more complicated than that. It wasn't just about Monami, God was involved too. If she didn't do anything about him, her crimes would eventually be revealed. Giving herself up before that happened might have been the only chance at taking the initiative. But Monami doubted an ordinary girl like her could muster the courage needed to do something like that.
モナミさん、私シールをなくしていっぱい後悔しました。どうしてあの時もっと頑張れなかったんだろう。周りと同調するなり、意地を貫くなり、あるいは自爆するなりできなかったんだろう。
Remember?
今はこれっぽっちも後悔してます。
Hell yeah.
私は
Move forward.
私を受け入れて生きていきたいんです。こっぱずかしいマリス川ある絵こそが私という漫画の主人公なんだから。知ってますか、モナミさん。中卒って楽しいことに目がないんですよ。
Our exchange looks to Farara. They received unusually straightforward smile.
笑いたい人は笑ったっていいんです。私は私を楽しむだけだから。
Hell
言
yeah.
いたいことはこれで全部。あとはたっぷり自分に酔いしれて一番楽しいことを怖がらずにやるだけです。
You're pretty fearful usually though. But yeah, good speech. Oh, we actually made through the chapter, it seems. Okay. On to the next one.
ただいま、小色さん。